loved this condo. She went for the first viewing and she wanted to buy it. But to confirm her decision, she brought her husband the next day and they went for a second viewing. There's no renovation needed. The condition is tip-top in moving condition. So that night, they actually make a deposit. And after the handover, Alice realized that the kitchen cabinet was falling. She had to spend money to renovate it. And she's very angry. She wanted to sue the seller for not telling her this. But in Singapore real estate, there's this term called caveat emptor. That means let the buyer beware. This is a disadvantage to the buyer, meaning what you see is what you get. The seller has no obligation at all to tell the buyer unless the buyer asks. So Alice will not win this case if she sues the seller for not telling her that. But the fact is, in Singapore, most of us would just have a first or second viewing. How to inspect everything thoroughly, it doesn't make sense. So what I would suggest is that write to the seller all the questions that you want to know, maybe in WhatsApp, so that there's a black and white. For example, are all the furnitures intact? Are there any loan shark harassment? Are there any water pipe leakage, etc.? So if the seller replied and lied, the seller is in trouble, because although there is this caveat emptor, seller is obligated not to lie, not to make a false disclosure. So this is one way to protect you as a buyer. Did you know?